played well in the first half. They raised their intensity in the second half. We can't live with giving up 70 points. I thought our defense definitely let us down.
After the first quarter, it seems like the Magic just kind of found an offensive groove that was hard to stop. What did you see? What were they doing that kind of made it tough to slow them down?
Personnel, honestly. I thought their bench was huge for them. Augustine, Ross, Carter Williams, offensively, defensively, they changed the game. Even though we had a double-digit lead at halftime, they kind of set a tone for them. I think that kind of sparked the starters, for the Magic when they came out in that third quarter, and they were just, had the hot hand. They were making a lot of shots. Plenty of them were open. Some were definitely highly contested. Give them credit. They definitely played great in that second half.
This team has performed well in the last couple of weeks and with all the injuries. But do you think this loss may have come down to maybe not being short a couple of guys who could have put some fresh legs in and maybe kept some momentum going?
I'm never going to use that as an excuse. Obviously, we just got to play better. I mean, even with this group, we've had the energy, we've had the juice. We had 2 days off. We came out, had a great first half, and we just took our foot off the gas pedal. And they definitely put the full throttle down in that second half, especially defensively. Their pressure on the ball, and then obviously that just got them ignited offensively. So,
Taylor, you guys have been pretty solid, especially for a young team in terms of turnovers. But tonight seemed like it was a real issue for you, that and missed free throws. How frustrating is it that those are the things that really cost you?
Yeah, I mean, Magic, Clifford teams, they're always going to be teams that are going to swarm you on the ball, passing lanes. I definitely thought the turnovers hurt us. They forced us into some tough situations where we tried to thread the needle a little bit too much. A couple careless ones here and there, but and then we've been missing free throws recently. So if we can try to correct that, despite not playing great, you're not always going to have a perfect game. You can't have multitude of areas, kind of let you down.
Can you do anything specifically with regard to free throws? Is it just a comes-goes thing? Can you specifically work on that in practice?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to just address and get on the guys and say you got to make free throws. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon, you just got to get in the gym and keep shooting them. And, I think we've been pretty good for the majority of the season. We've definitely hit kind of a rut, the last couple of games. And, those are definitely impactful free throws.
Hello. We come from Senegal to make a program about Gorgui. He's Senegalese coming from Minnesota. We want to know what he brings in the team and what is the work he's doing with you.
Yeah, Gorguy's been unbelievable. It starts with a human, unbelievable positive spirit. He's been an unbelievable teammate to these guys. He's kind of adopted some of the teammates as his own son, so he's got great humor with his teammates. He's the ultimate pro, great worker. It's just he leads by example. Obviously, he's with a new group, figuring out a new style of play, but the biggest thing is he just really immerses himself with his teammates, helps them, as much as possible, just being a guy that brings a positive vibe at all times, goes out and tries to play hard. So we're definitely excited about the player fit, but even more the person fit. So he's been great to work with. He always brings a smile on my face every single day. And he's we're excited to have him in the fold with us.
Coach Jackson getting a little bit more confident out there. Like he had a play earlier. He kind of took the ball by himself, had the and one. Obviously, he's a great athlete, but it seems like he's starting to really get comfortable in this scheme and the freedom that he's been able to have.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times recently, like his ability to rebound or come up with stops and guys outlet to him, or he brings it himself and he can attack. I mean, that's just another playmaker, dynamic playmaker that can, create the pace for us. And then we obviously entrust these guys to make the right decisions. I think he's done a good job, getting off the ball at times. But when he's got a window attack, as we watch film with him, I think he's picked the right spots to go and score, and he's had great success with it.
Coach, obviously a lot's happening in the news. You're headed out for a road trip. What are you talking to your team about in the midst of everything that's going on in the news these days?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, business as usual. We got to, keep coming to work and keep focusing on what we got to do to get better every single day. And but when it comes to the news out there, obviously we trust our medical team. We trust the league office. All the information that's coming our way with the virus to keep our guys safe. Our entire travel party. It's obviously everyone that's around this NBA experience. So keeping the guys focused on that, give them any information that we get. There's, as I said earlier today, there's new information coming every single day, and but then we just got to keep focused on going out and playing basketball. So that's kind of the simple message.
Is there a particular reason why you don't focus on having them do, I guess, practice free throws in practice, particularly when they've had games that have come up where their point differential for losing is, I mean, they're lost by 5 and they, gave away 10 points in free throws?
Sure, it's a great question, but I never said that we don't practice free throws. So we definitely practice. The question was, how do you work on it? And I say you shoot them, you keep, you practice them, and sometimes you're gonna go through a slump. And we've been shooting them well for the majority of the season. So definitely never said we don't practice free throws.
Coach, can you take us back when there was 9.9 seconds left in that timeout? Was that the play that you wanted and that you drew up?
Yeah, so we were trying to get a multitude of screening actions around Jonas to try to free up a shooter, either at the top or, Ja in the corner. They late switched and took Ja away, and then Jonas found Tyus, and obviously we got a pretty, clean look. So we were trying to create some misdirection, pulling Josh to the top for a 3, but then sneak Ja to the corner. But they had great late recognition. I think Carter Williams went and took that passing lane away. So then Jonas made the best read possible with another shooter out there, and we just came up a little short. Great, thanks everyone.